G'day and welcome to Leviathan Hive. You can't say Leviathan Hive without putting on a silly voice. Come on, I dare you. I dare you to try it. You cannot say it. You want to go Leviathan Hive. Leviathan Hive. Wow, look at this. Some cool as pink Chaos Marines versus the Force Commander in the awesome, probably one of my favorite skins so far from Relic, Ultramarines. Until of course they release the, what are they called? Oh my god, I'm having a fucking mental blank. I have this all the time. Not the Grey Knights. Inquisition. Oh fuck, I don't know. They're like, I can't believe I've forgotten what the hell that's called. Oh, anyway, whatever. So we have the Force Commander versus the, Chaos Lord, which is pretty much, tit for tat. These are opposites, the opposite end, the Space Marine version of the Chaos Lord and vice versa. They're both beefy, heavy units. They feel very, very similar on the battlefield. Their war gear does separate them vastly, but they are basically one of a kind, So what we should be seeing in this game is some pretty heavy, massive battles, one-on-one style. We also have the exact same build order so far. This Chaos Lord is in trouble. Kill the Weak, of course, which is that move he just did then that heals him. You get healed by how many people you actually are hitting. So if he's only being hit by one person, in this case the Force Commander, will he be able to get him knocked off? Yes, I wouldn't stay around. Looks like we've upgraded to shotguns. But yeah, so if you only kill the weak and there's only one person attacking, you get a very mild health gain. But if you kill the weak when you're sort of meleeing an entire squad, you'll get a very high health gain, which is why that move particularly works well on massive blobby units like, say, IG or Tyranids. But yeah, so we've got the exact same build here, both high mobility capping builds. I think that the scout squads do not have quite the same level of utility for later in the game, but of course, nice little move into melee there. But of course, the additional adding of grenades does work very, very well with the heretics. A couple of nice grenades can really screw up a heretic's day. And here we see the first real boom. Looks like one of the heretic squads at least is upgraded. Yes, that's what you usually see. One heretic squad upgraded to grenade launchers and the other one not. That's a pretty good combo. And here comes a Noise Marine. Not a good choice because the Assault Squad's coming out as well. I actually love Noise Marines. I love Noise Marines, man. When I heard Noise Marines were going to be in this game, I literally wet myself. I'm not even joking. I actually wet myself. I was at my local games workshop having a game, on the tabletop, and this guy goes, "Hey, Noise Marines are coming in," and I was like, "Oh my god, I've just come in my pants, and I now have to fucking go and clean myself up." But of course I didn't. I just sort of sat there and felt it in my pants, and that kept me hot for the rest of the day. But unfortunately, they're actually very hard to use in this game. You need to really be very, very careful with them. They're quite weak, and unless you're on top of your micro, they're very, very easy to lose, which is unfortunate because they're very expensive. And with these assault squads, they're going to be in a lot of trouble. if he upgrades to the Master Blaster, it's going to be an extremely bad choice. He'll want to keep these guys as their flamethrowers for power gen harass and to stop the ranged attack from the Space Marines. But he's going to need Cacophony to be live. Cacophony, of course, does work very, very well with the Chaos Lord because of his ability to not be knocked down. So you need to be up on your micro because you want to be able to... That's it. Now, Cacophony right now, or run away, one of the two. But that's exactly what I was talking about. These Marines are just going to jump on top of them, and it's just going to be bad news all around. Wow, Ultramarine skin looks so freaking good. Knights Templar, that's who the hell I want to see. The Knights Templar, that's what I want to see in this game as a skin. They look so awesome. They are like the most awesome looking Space Marines ever. In fact, you know, I really wish that, like, I know there's all this stuff about balancing, but it'd be so awesome to have all... There's just so much stuff in this world that isn't in this game, unfortunately. You can really see the Noise Marines paying their dues there, completely negating the range attack and instantly hitting retreat from Tesseract, which is just such good reactions to the game state at that time. Okay, we are in tier 2 for the PerfectM1K3. PerfectM1K? I don't know. Whatever. So we're in tier 2 for him, so we're probably going to see something come out soon. I think a Bloodletter or Blood Crushers might be a good choice because they are actually quite heavy with the heretics, so he's got the worshipping ability to support, but he has gone for a Plague Marine, which I think is premature. He must be considering that, he must be assuming that a Razorback is going to be fielded pretty damn quick. These heretics have to get out of there, and get out of there soon. Again, using the Kill the Weak on a single person. And that heretic squad goes down. A completely dead heretic squad, and for what? Where the hell's that Noise Marine shooting? Must have been shooting there. And these Noise Marines are in trouble. They better get the hell out of there, and the hell out of there now. Cacophony, booing. Interesting. I didn't think retreat actually cancelled Cacophony. Is that new? Anyway, so we've had one unfortunate loss for PerfectM1K, and Tesseract is playing extremely well, I feel. He's up on his capping, he's being able to split his attention, and most importantly, he's really being able to utilize the Force Commander's ability by having him backed up. The Force Commander isn't quite the loner that the Chaos Lord is, and really does benefit from having support of a Space Marine squad. And again, what the hell is going on? Where the hell's my mouse? What the hell's going on with this guy? He is going full heavy AV with the Plague Marines, and the Chaos Lord has switched to the Lightning Claws, and there's no AV on the field of any sort. And we're probably not going to see much AV. Again, the Noise Marines really paying their way, but here comes now Cacophony! Cacophony! No. It looks like they are attacking the wrong unit. Wow, that Cacophony, while saving the while saving the Noise Marines, actually completely reduced the the DPS of everybody else to 0. But yeah, the first real misclick I've seen from Tesseract, where the assault squad jumped in, but then they switched to fighting the Plague Marines. And here comes a librarian, which is a fantastic choice. He's seen the claws, he's seen the Plague Marines. He knows that there's no real point in getting any kind of vehicle. So he's better off getting an assault squad and probably maybe even a Devastator. Is that what they're called? Yeah, Devastator. You know, those plasma cannon guys. Get those plasma cannon guys, and then with the Veil of Time to speed the setup time, should just be an extremely powerful, because they actually speeds up their setup time as well. And we have the 3 cap going on now for Tesseract, so he's in a completely dominating position at the moment, and I feel a lot of that is because PerfectM1K kind of gave away his game plan. Really, those Plague Marines and the Lightning Claws, they shouldn't have been out unless he saw AV, because now Tesseract can just build around that. Mind you, he has also got the Power Fist, so he's building a bit of blind AV himself. Maybe he scouted this Greatest Dreadnought and I didn't notice. Okay, some random units just sitting around doing nothing. It's weird, like, the Blood Crusher seems to have really gone out of favour. I know it got a slight nerf. I think it was nerfed just through cost increase, though. It's still an incredibly powerful unit, but I'm not quite sure why no one seems to use it. Again, those Noise Marines just absolutely kicking butt, but if they don't get out of there soon, they are in trouble. Oh! This is not a good... Force Commander goes down for the second time. Those Noise Marines have got to get out of there and get out of there quick, smart. Wow, I think that was a lucky engagement for old PerfectM1K there. But he did pull it off, and pull it off well. You can see how tough the Chaos Lord now. He does have the Icon of Kron, which grants him the health for every melee attack. That's why he's sort of getting the healing effect constantly. And looks like he is switching over to the missile launcher, which means this Death Dread is about to die. Boom. Bye-bye. And that is one of the things about the Tactical Marines that I have always hated. I don't know why that they can swap their war gear out while the Chaos Marines have to be Zinch or Chrome. I guess, actually, thematically it makes perfect sense. I mean, you can't really worship two gods, can you? Okay, so Tactical Marines out. We're having a new Havoc squad coming onto the field rather late, and a Bloodletter Shrine at this VP. 2 Bloodletter Shrines! Wow, he really wants to hold this VP, and it looks like he's even supporting with a Noise Marine. So this probably isn't going down too fast. My next door neighbours atop of me are dropping fucking shit all over the floor, which is making a loud noise. They just got bloody wood floors put up there, and it's like I'm living inside a bell jar now. Every time that she goes out for a dinner or something and walks around in her fucking high heels, it's like she's tapping on my ceiling. It's unbelievably bad. I don't know what to do about it. I mean, I can't complain. What are they going to do? There's nothing they can physically do to stop it. I guess I could buy them a rug. I'd buy them a nice rug and say, hey, how about putting this above my bedroom? And that way, if there's I don't know, whatever. The point is, it's fucking annoying. These noise marines are caught out. That's not going to do it. Cacophony is a large dis event, and this is also why your noise marines should always be on a separate... just get out of there. Yeah, noise marines should be on a separate hotkey, because that cacophony effect, while extremely powerful, as you saw in that battle up here before, if they're where the rest of your units are, they will actually knock them all down and completely negate any ability to for them to do anything. And here we are with the Corn Marines. I love Corn Marines, and they do combo extremely well with the Heretic Worship to fling shot them, and the Noise Marines to force normally rage orientated units. Basically a complete waste of resources here. Without the heretic squads to actually worship at these shrines, they're almost useless. Kill the weak now, please. Kill the weak. Oh wait, you can't do it anymore. Yes, he is. Nice. And kill the weak. There's so much life gen. Oh, and he goes down. I really think Tesseract is playing a lot better here. He has lost one scout squad, and Perfect Mick is holding his own, but this very defensive play that he's trying to set up here, I don't think it's going to work. I mean, that shrine, he put down 2 shrines, which is basically did nothing except delay his movements, and here we have another 2 shrines and a Havoc squad. I mean, how much is that really going to help? We'll see, we'll see. Nice. You can see those Corn Marines are just so powerful. Ooh, Terminators. That's the end of that team. They're gone, baby. Smack. Wow, and the heretics are down as well. And there goes the Corn Marines. Oh, boom. Wow. He's dead. God, leave him alone. Wow, that was pretty awesome. And if these guys get their charge... Whoop, Cacophony doesn't work on them, mate. If they do get their charge up and running, they would have been able to take them down. These Assault Squad Marines with Veil of Time from the Librarian is one of the most vicious, completely awesomely powerful effects you can see in this game. And you could see just how little really these shrines are helping without the worship. When he had the squad here to put the suppression fire, it might have been a good idea, but of course he had the Terminators ready to drop, which would have dropped right on top of them, which would have meant that they were completely useless anyway. And he is doing the right thing. He can't fight them directly, so he is going for the capping war, which is the perfect response to what is going on here, and I think very, very, very well thought out by Perfect Mick here. It is a losing battle, but if he keeps on top of his VPs and keeps on top of his capping, there could very well be the ability to get back into this game at some point. There's the Veil of Time I was talking about on those Terminators, and that is going to be the end of that Chaos Lord. And here's an interesting choice. Tier 3 for the Chaos, I'm not quite sure why he would be going into Tier 3. There's nothing in Tier 3 that could possibly help him. Oh, beg your pardon. So that's just resources sort of kind of being wasted. I guess maybe he's going to Tier 3 just for the Abyss, but I mean, is that really worth it? I don't think so. And they have to get out of there. Controlling that BP is so important. Here you can see that Veil of Time being used on the Terminators, just allowing them to completely dominate this map. They won't give a fuck about these guys. Sorry, that's another lost squad if they don't move very quickly. In fact, it is a lost squad. Teleport, teleport. Doesn't even need a teleport. Yep. And will this be? This could be the end of the Librarian. No, Librarian is not taken down. And that should be a GG. I mean, there's really nothing you can do. I do love the fact that the Noise Marines are one of his few surviving squads. They're usually the first to go down, so that was quite impressive. But Tesseract is... yeah, Tesseract. He wants to get on to his next game, obviously, I think. PerfectM1K3 did put up a good fight, but just was unable to field against Tesseract. And here comes a Chaos Predator. Not sure that this is really going to do anything. They do make awesome sounds, though. But... yeah, just like a couple of engagements with a few more model kills. I really think that the crux of this problem in this game was tipping his hand early by getting that early Plagues Marines and the early claws upon the Chaos Lord, which basically meant that Tesseract could build a completely undefeatable build, basically. And there's a nice screenshot to finish it. Sitting on his butt. Sitting on your butts. But damn, how awesome are freaking Noise Marines though. Check that shit out, man. Woo! So funny, computer graphics, you know, in games. I do computer graphics for a living in games. And you'd be surprised just how many special effects are just a bunch of really simple things. I mean, all these are is a bunch of, you know, circles. But it just looks so awesome when it's running. Like this effect on the floor, it's just an expanding circle. But yeah. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed that. Well played by Tesseract. I think he showed some extremely good moves there. And PerfectM1K3 had the right idea, but just a slight overplaying of his hand, which allowed Tesseract to build the perfect counter. Well, hope you guys liked it. I will see you next time. Oh, wait, I better do those stupid things at the end. Why the hell not, eh? So this is actually the second video I did today because I did one and I forgot to actually record the audio, which really sucks. So I'm a little late today, so I'm kind of rushed. Oh, I've got to go to the dentist. I've got so much shit to do today. It's just a fucking nightmare.